What's up, Detroit Nation? Blake Alberts here, B&B Lawn Care. As promised, here's part 2, shop tour with my buddy Chase. Enjoy. How many trimmers and blowers do you have, and if one breaks down, do you just mostly replace it? Because I know.
Yeah, so I have. If you come over here.
We can't show the prized possession here yet. But
so on the back wall, I have all those run.
Okay.
So I've got 4 trimmers there, and then I've got, I try to keep 2 fairly new working good weed eaters at all times. So because there's constant clutches are going out, pull strings are broken, stuff that where you just want to just be like, all right, just take that weed eater and go, and then I'll fix the one that was broke the next day or something, and then I'll put the good one back in over there or something, and then send them, because I mean we run weed eaters until they literally blow up. I try not to replace them every year, but basically until you can't pull the string anymore because that engine is locked up is when we buy a new weed eater. So
it sounds about
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Here's I know a lot of people love plows, and something I just haven't gotten into yet. He's been trying to persuade me to, but hey, I gotta learn fertilizer first. Yeah. We're trying to stair step our way here. Tell us about the salter, because you have a smaller one that you started out with.
Yep. And
you got this mammoth over here.
Yep. So when I first started plowing, I didn't have near as many properties as I have now. So I was able to get away with, I had a 1075 Snow X tailgate spreader that went on the back of my truck, and it held roughly 15 50-pound bags, and I just put like a pallet of bag salt in the bed of your truck, and then you just got to refill it as you're going. Started getting bigger properties, needed more salt, so I bought this Salt Dog poly.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Poly spreader.
Thing is huge.
A couple years ago, and it says it only holds. It says it only holds, I think, a 2 yard, but when we fill these things, I mean, we mound it over the top, and we can get 3 1-yard Bobcat buckets in it. So that's why I roughly think it's close to 6,000 pounds of salt in there. And one cool thing is that anybody that does salt is, if you look down here, anybody who has not done this is in much need. So I also installed these LED lights for the back.
Here, let me get you on a light here.
So these are LED lights that, because you can't see back there, but this is also a backup camera.
Dang.
That it's all on quick connects, and so I've got it all wired into my truck. So whenever I plug this, put this on the back of my truck, I plug it into the plugs, and then I also have quick connects back there where I just plug in these 3 plugs, and then I have a screen, so I constantly have a backup camera on the back of my salter, so I know I'm not going to run into anything.
And that's on your, not the diesel, the gas one?
Yeah,
right?
it's on the gas one.
Okay. And then what's that? Boss?
Yes.
Boss?
It's just an 8 tube Boss Power V. It's not the newest plow, but it still gets the job done. Mounted an LED light bar on it just because it's like,
why not?
Nothing makes me more mad when I'm out plowing and I can't see. I want to be able to light up the county. Just installed a new cutting edge on it. Haven't even plowed with it yet. I just installed it, and then it got warm. Which, who knows if we're gonna have more snow this year or not? But I got a new cutting edge if we do.
There you go. So. Tell us about this.
This is I believe it's a 1986 Kubota B8200 tractor. It's only got 891 hours on it, a little 3-cylinder diesel. And what I love about this little tractor is I've got pallet forks to go on it. It's how I put my spreader in the back of my truck, so I don't need anybody else's help. I can do it all myself. But this is an amazing machine for mulch jobs, rock jobs, anything, because these tires, they won't tear up someone's yard.
Really? They look like
they really won't, because it's 4-wheel drive, and I've used this tractor more with landscaping in the last few years, and it's saved us so much time. And I mean, I wish I would have had something like this a lot sooner. Like for example, we did a mulch job last year. I think it was 75 yards or 70 yards. It was one truckload, so we had a whole truckload, drop it in the parking lot.
Jeez.
I had 3 guys spreading, and I was running the tractor. We spread 70 yards of mulch in about 4 hours. It was insane. Like, I was just running back and forth, dumping piles. They were spreading, and boom, we're done.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The bucket's just big enough. I mean, it's not a massive bucket that you can do home landscaping to where you're not dumping a Bobcat bucket of mulch on there, and you can dump, I mean, I'd say that bucket's roughly 2 wheelbarrows or so, 2.5. And like rock jobs, dirt jobs, even if you don't want to take this into someone's yard, say you load your trailer, I will use the tractor to load my wheelbarrows. We'll put 2 wheelbarrows side by side, rather than scooping shovel of rock, dirt, run into the rock, scoop it up, dump it in the wheelbarrows, you're good to go. Because half the time of dirt and rock jobs is just loading the stuff into your wheelbarrows.
Before we go show the beautiful boat, your baby, he calls it.
That's my baby.
And I love boats. Actually, funny story. I got a lot of funny stories because all of my mechanical problems have fallen on Chase over the years. My boat, man, it was always breaking down, and I'm always calling Chase, dude, what is going on? You know, I'm sure he's happy that I got rid of that, just like I am too.
I enjoy helping people out, and I mean, I've learned all my mechanical mindset just by doing it and not wanting to pay someone.
Yeah.
So if it breaks, I go on YouTube and type in a video, and a lot of times I can figure it out.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: dude, because I tell the story all the time, and so I remember watching your truck. I don't know if it was you or your brother, because dude, our story is so similar. Both same neighborhood.
Yep.
Both started our business in that neighborhood. But I remember seeing your guys' truck, and I'm like, how in the world will I ever get to that point? Like in my business. Yep. When you guys first started, did you buy used like stand-on mowers, or were they always new?
So I don't know if this may be before you remembered, but when we first started in Woodney, the neighborhood, we had a tiny little, we weren't even old enough to drive yet. We had a tiny little trailer, and we had like a 1980s 4-wheeler that we pulled around. And that's how we got around.
I do remember that.
You do remember that?
So. Yeah.
And then that was started out with push mowers, and then we bought a 36-inch Encore. Got a little bit bigger trailer. And
was that used?
Yes,
Encore?
It was all used. I think the first new mower bought wasn't until 2008, and it was a brand new right stander. And then from then on, we used the right, and then we had a new right stander and an older right stander. Used those for several years, and then that's when I switched to Skags. One of my rights went down. I still mowed with a right and a Skag, and then my other right went down, and I bought another Skag, and then kind of the same thing. One of my Skags went down. I bought a Toro.
It's been new mowers after that point.
Yes.
But
yes.
The point I was getting at is something that I learned from Chase, and I tell guys all the time getting started into the business, like, it's okay to use used equipment
100%.
when you're first starting, because listen, I know you guys know I'm a big Dave Ramsey guy. Chase is a big Dave Ramsey guy, and this isn't the debt talk. We're not having that talk, but I always say the guys getting into the business that have 15 clients and they've got a $40,000 truck and a brand new enclosed trailer and 2 new V-Rides and a 36-inch V-Ride and all, it's just like, oh my gosh, you need to be You need to set up your business to make money.
Yep.
And do by any means possible.
Yep.
You know, and sometimes that's by used equipment.
Yeah.
You know, the fertilizing setup. You got started fertilizing.
Yeah, I just got this last year. I had an old permagreen that I should have retired 4 years ago, but I still used it and it got the job done. And I don't regret it at all. And I mean, that thing made me more money than any of my other pieces of equipment, really. And just finally, I got to a point where I needed something bigger. I had to take it to the next level, but I wait till I get to that point where it's either I stay at the size I am or I have to upgrade. And I bit the bullet and bought that and absolutely love it. But like my snowplow, I bought it in like 2012, 2013, and it's a 2008. I bought it used. I mean, a lot of the stuff you see here has been bought used. I did buy my trailers new. All my trucks were bought used. You just keep the maintenance up on them and they'll last.
Dude, I just wanted that to come out of somebody else's mouth besides mine because it's true. I just want people to make money and not just have a bunch of new equipment and no money.
Yep.
Like sometimes the payments are here. The income's like, it might be here, but it might be here,
Yeah.
but it's not here and the payments are here.
Exactly.
That's a good segue into the boat because all of this lets you do this bad boy, dude. This is sweet.
Yeah, this is my baby. Boating and lakes have always been a passion of mine. This is my second boat. It's a 262 Cobalt, 2000. It's in amazing condition. Has a 502 big block in it. Boating, like I said, boating is our main. And if I'm not mowing in the summer, I'm out on the boat. Me and my fiance, we travel around. Love Arkansas. Go down to Beaver, Table Rock, Bull Shoals, a lot of those pretty lakes.
Shout out, it's his turf. We went to Arkansas this past summer, and Blake, it's his turf. Incredible lawn care company down there.
Really?
Yeah, like
okay.
$1 million lawn care company.
That's awesome.
It's crazy, but
that's awesome,
dude. Let's see, Grant. Let's see if we can get a little shot back here, dude, of the boat, dude.
Now what? You said you wax it every day. What is that?
Pretty much. I'd say this.
Like, don't put that out.
You know, it's all right. I sometimes come out to the barn and just wax the boat just because I'm bored, but it gives me something to do. And
yeah.
Then when I go out on the lake, I don't want it to get. I don't want water spots on it. I mean, it's not like it's gonna get wet or anything.
Dude, we were up in here, and it's got an electric cover for the engine, and I'm just like that. That's pimp. That's pimp.
Yeah, it's my baby. I worked hard for it, and that's why I'm out here waxing it every day, like he said. Because they're not cheap, and you want to keep them looking nice and enjoy your passions. And that's, yeah, and during the mowing season, that's what I'm doing. And in the off season, I'll be deer hunting, goose hunting, just living the life.
That's great. All right, Chase, thank you, sir.
Yep, no problem.
Guys, do you post lawn care stuff on Instagram? I'm always like, when I do this, I'm always like, shout out. But Chase, super good guy.
Anyone can follow me, but I mean, I don't. I don't have a lawn care page, unfortunately. I don't know. I guess I've just been a little. I don't know. Nothing against it.
He's been out on the lake and actually making money, not taking pictures of your equipment. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. This is an awesome little shop here, and cool property, cool business. I've learned a lot from Chase. And that's why I wanted to get him on here. Hopefully, you'll see him again when we do a hydro oil change.
Yeah.
You
guys need to change your hydro fluid. You guys need to change your hydro fluid. I know Blake hasn't, but
we're at like 850, I think, 850 hours on the V-Ride.
You have to take a look at your hydro belts too, because they like to change those up around 1,000 hours. And even if they haven't broke, you don't want to be out in the middle of a property because hydro belts are not fun to change, and it's a time-consuming process. So we'll take a look at yours.
All right, sweet. All right, guys, that's it. it's getting cold here in Kansas City. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe. See you in the next one.